Second judge, don't fall.
Right shoulder. Squeeze. Up again. Right shoulder, Chris.
Okay, well played, man.
For that dominant game again. Okay, Chinasia, good morning. Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Yeah. You're looking for this one.
Yeah, I'm alright. It's good to see you again. Brand new year. I mean, what are your expectations?
More like brand new day. Of course, a whole lot of things to expect this year. The AFCON coming up. Nigeria will not be part of it. Australian Open should be starting in a couple of days or weeks. Yeah. So, you know, the year already starts with a bang. The Premiership didn't even go on a recess at all. They played on the 31st. They played yesterday. They're playing today. So. It's like nothing happened. It's like we just continue.
Action-packed world of sports.
I think there was no break. Nothing happened. It just continues. Okay, NBA now. We just start from that one. Some games went down, no break as usual, just like we have in the English Premier League. NBA also no break for the entire. Which of the games get it on?
Yeah, 5 games. You know, 5 games played early this morning, Nigerian time, obviously. And we had the Spurs, you know, losing by 112, 114 against the Atlanta Hawks in the particular game. Tim Hardaway Jr., you know, played a big part in that particular win for Atlanta. In other games, we saw the Detroit Pistons defeating the Miami Heat. Reggie Jackson scoring 27 points. Andre Drummond finished with 25 points and 18 rebounds. Elsewhere, Miles Turner had 23 points and 12 rebounds to lead the Indiana Pacers past the Orlando Magic 117-104. The Portland Trail Blazers, you know, they've been able to, you know, get a couple of wins under their belts now. They defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves 95-89. CJ McCollum career high 43 points in that particular victory for the Blazers. And last but not the least, we saw the Toronto Raptors defeating the LA Lakers 123-114, and Kyle Lowry scoring 20 of his season high 41 points in the fourth quarter. Chinasia, let's talk about the Lakers. I mean, they started the season really well. Cecilia here was hopeful they would do well enough to make the playoffs. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it looks like they're falling by the wayside now.
You know, like they're still trying to find their rhythm. It's a new coach, Luke Walton. We know what he's capable of doing. It's a young core of players.
Very young.
You know, so definitely we're not expecting a whole lot. If they make the playoffs, fine. You know, but I don't actually think they would be able to make it. But depends on how the season goes. They might just catch fire late on. They've been playing some good basketball. It's not like last time they were dire. Yeah. They were not playing, and they were playing really, really poor basketball. But this season they've stepped up, you know, playing some good games. Unfortunately, the results are not coming. But I think they should stick with Luke Walton. They should just keep him. You know, before you know, they'll turn out good. Remember Golden State Warriors when they had Steve Jackson before Kerr came in? They were gradually getting to certain points, and now they are world beaters. So I think with this Lakers team, they just need a little bit of time. They got Mozgov in this season. The next draft will also favor them if they don't finish well in the league. So they're building something.
In all, you said they're building and they started well, but this issue of them having to fade away somehow towards the end of the game, because they usually start well, but third and final quarter they just fade away.
It's something that would come out with more games are being played. Like I said, they are beginning to gel as a unit. So you know, before you know, they will start seeing of games totally.
Okay. Yeah. Before we go on from the NBA now, I mean, well, New Year. I mean, who would you say? I mean, which of the teams would you say, you know, has been the best so far by this time? I mean, you have the Golden State Warriors still, you know, with the one of the best records in the league. You've got the San Antonio Spurs as well, so the Cleveland Cavaliers, defending champions. And which of these teams has impressed you the most?
I think Cleveland I've been impressed by Cleveland because after they won the championship, I felt because of the East, the way the East is set up, they might just be a little bit relaxed. And but they've been playing really well. We saw how they came back from how many points down to beat Golden State on Christmas Day, or some day before Christmas. And Spurs, I'm not really surprised because I know Greg Popovich is a fantastic coach. He will always find a way. When that man retired, Tim Duncan, we felt okay. They don't have a big man, but they got this guy, and they're really doing well. So Spurs in the West,
right?
Spurs Golden State in the West. In the East, talking about Cleveland Cavaliers and maybe Atlanta Hawks because that man, they got Dwight Howard during the offseason. So let's see how they pan out when they get to the postseason.
Okay. Now, talking about Oscar now. He has arrived in China, arrived this morning, and, well, not surprised by the kind of rousing welcome he received on his arrival. 60 million euros. That's the move he's going to make to SIPG. It's the name of the club.
Chinasia SIPG. I mean, this particular move, Chinasia, pundits just can't understand why Oscar, at 25, still approaching his prime, has decided to go to China.
Money. I don't know what you're trying.
At 25.
No, I mean, it's given the reason why.
Because you keep asking, or you keep saying you don't understand why he's going to China.
Money.
What is he going there to? Is he going to try and get better?
Improve his game.
Is he going to try and improve his game?
No.
We know what it's all about. It's all about money. Tevez was talking about retiring a couple of seasons ago. He went to Argentina. We thought, okay, after playing a couple of seasons for Boca Juniors, he will call it quits. But hey, he's found himself in China. So we know everybody is going to China for the money. It's that simple. It's not about nothing. It's not about any other thing.
Okay,
I just look at this guy. I mean, he doesn't even look the 25 he is. He looks like a 17-year-old boy, and you're going to, Asia to play football.
And maybe if he was playing regularly at Chelsea. Are
you telling me now that we don't have clubs that can actually, dole out the money for this guy?
Right now,
not this kind of money.
Not this kind of money, I know.
So that's the point.
Okay, the fact is, because of this kind of money, 400 and something, £1,000 weekly.
Yeah, reportedly.
That's what, a week.
Straightforward.
I'm waiting for Di Maria to tell us
how he's unhappy right now.
How unhappy he is at Paris and find his way some way to China.
But how do you think this is going to impact on his international career? I mean, he plays for Brazil, still, despite not winning the World Cup, a terrible outing at the Rio Games. How do you think it's going to affect his international career? But before we come back to get your opinion on that, let's go on this quick break and stay with us.